Mabuhay, everyone. This is Reverend Reg, and it's August 2021. It's 21 minutes past 1 a.m. here in Manila, Philippines. So, you know, when I say Mabuhay, in case for the rest of you who are not aware of it, it actually means live and go beyond existing. So, we're not just born to do routinary things. And don't get me wrong, because I love becoming more efficient with whatever it is that I need to do every day. But of course, it's so important that you're doing it and you're joyful about it and you're still looking forward to something. So, right now, I have a question for all of you about how do you perceive yourself, because it's one of the most powerful things that you can ask yourself, especially when you have that particular intention that you would like to demonstrate, but you don't really have a very positive perception of yourself, of what you can accomplish. You can actually unconsciously block yourself from demonstrating it. So, how you perceive yourself is very important. Something that I also want to ask you is, do you take the time to talk to yourself in front of the mirror and compliment yourself for things that you genuinely feel good about yourself? Because when you start saying nice things to yourself, you build a momentum of positive vibrations from within you. And because you're creating that kind of momentum, sooner or later, other people are going to notice that. In fact, one of my clients who shared with me about the result of her own practice, when she was doing this and some of the affirmations that we affirmed together, she noticed that a couple of weeks later or days after that practice, she was getting a lot of compliments from other people. It's very important to have that kind of positive disposition and very beautiful perception of yourself. It's not some form of vanity, but it's actually leaning towards the power and presence of God within you. And the God within you is perfect, whole, and complete. And this is the very basis of understanding that we are made in the image and likeness of God, which is true, which is good, which is beautiful, which is constant, which is ever expanding in love, in beauty, in peace, health, and happiness, and even plenty. So, that particular self perception is so important. Another thing that I want to ask you is, do you take the time to comfort yourself and consciously release your fears and your doubts when you are not in a good place mentally and emotionally? If you don't consciously do these things, sooner or later it's going to demonstrate. It can affect your mind. You can get so confused and cluttered mentally, and you can also be in a very negative disposition in life. Your health might be affected, and other areas might also be affected. So take the time to actually meditate and release whatever it is that's no longer serving your highest good, especially negative self talk. Make sure that for every negative self talk that you encounter, you reverse it by saying, I cancel it, and I replace it with something like, I'm beautiful, I'm bountiful, I'm blissful. It's the bountiful, it's the beautiful, bountiful, and blissful from Kamari and Manvir, who are actually yogis. And I just love their songs. So it's very, very nice to actually dwell on those. And another thing is, spend time giving yourself loving kindness by being there for yourself and consciously breathing from the heart when you need gentleness more, and have the courage to just say no to things that are not supportive of your inner peace, your growth, and expansion. You're doing yourself a lot of self love, self care, and you're giving yourself a nourishment of loving kindness. It's so important to take note of those. And whatever it is that you're focused on, it actually expands and grows. So, having said all that, I encourage everyone to just simply close your eyes and take a few cleansing breaths. And together, let's affirm I love myself for all that I was, all that I am, and all that I want to become. I am worthy because God made me so. I love myself for all that I was, all that I am, and all that I want to become. I am worthy because God made me so. I love myself for all that I was, all that I am, and all that I want to become. I am worthy because God made me so. So it's actually an affirmation that I made. I got it from one of my meditations. So I immediately write down whatever positive things I get from my meditations or inner conversations. And I also encourage you to do the same. So I want to highlight on Kamari and Manvir song. Thank you for that. It's such a beautiful song. And also this time, I encourage everyone to just, feel very blessed and just dwell on all the good things that are happening in our lives. Even if, sometimes there are certain situations that actually test our focus to dwell on the positive. It's just really nice to feel that there's so much to be grateful for. Awesome. So that was really nice. Thank you, Reggie, for joining me. It's already very late here in the Philippines, but it's always nice to be able to just dwell on all the beautiful things that's happening around us. And we know for energy healing practitioners and also for light workers, metaphysicians, meditation teachers, we know that what we focus on expands. So it's so important to have that focus on a perception of ourselves that's positive, uplifting, and beautiful. Because in that state of being, we are more efficient and better at handling whatever it is that we need to overcome. And at the same time, we are in a better position to live our lives by design and not just going where the wind blows. So, thank you, Reggie. And to the rest of you who will catch up later, please send your comments or send me a direct message if you have any feedback. Have fun, everyone, and have uh, an amazing rest of the week. So this time, I encourage everyone to just simply close your eyes and feel that inner smile from your heart, that inner peace. And simply connect to your heart. Just feel that powerful heart center and say a little prayer silently and know that it is done. And so it is. Mabuhay, everyone. Live and go beyond existing. This is Reverend Reg, and I trust to have you all again next Sunday so that we can all just congregate about good things and being grateful. Have fun.